Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russ again from Historic Coins and Collectibles of eBay fame. And I got a little story for you today. But while I do that, just to keep you entertained, I've got like half of a wheat cent and others roll that I'm going to be putting up. I'm going to show you what's in half of what's in it. I got 3 BU cents, 3 steel cents, 3 preteen cents, 3 teens, 3 20s, 3 30s, 3 grease airs, 3 silver dimes, all different types, and 3 Indian cents. So that'll be half of the roll, and the other half is going to remain a mystery because I don't want to take all the fun out of it, okay? I'm only going to take half of the fun out of it. But I'll get started here, and as I get going, I'll tell you, I got a little bit of a cautionary tale for you guys today. I did a deal recently with a really well-known dealer. I'm not going to say his name. But I had done plenty of, I'd done like 4 deals with him within the last year. All trade deals. Each and every one of them were trade deals. Never done a cash deal with this guy. So he was at a coin show. He found a coin that he knew I would like. It was an extremely rare, extremely expensive coin in a soapbox holder, right? So he called me up, asked me if I wanted it. Initially I said no, because it was just too expensive. But, he got the price down, I guess. Ended up calling me back. And, the price was down a little bit. And I agreed to take it. But I told him, we'll trade for it, we'll figure it out. That was the entire deal, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I can prove it. The entire deal was, yeah, I want it. We'll figure it out. And he was like, okay, I'll get it, and we'll figure it out. And that was the deal. I told him I've got a big inventory of really nice coins, my finger's shaking. I said, we'll figure it out, and he was cool with that. So he gets back from the coin show, and we get to figuring it out. And, I present him with some of my nicest coins. I didn't pull any bullshit where I was giving him shitty coins and forcing some negotiation where eventually I get him good coins. I just came out firing, my best stuff right from the start. My best coins. Sent him a bunch of pictures, videos, the whole 9. And he told me, I spent a lot of money at this coin show and I don't need any coins. I'm inventory heavy right now. I need cash. I don't need coins. So, right at that moment, I was like, holy shit. This is going to be an interesting deal. Because, for me to come up with that much cash is going to take me a long time. Even though we didn't have a deal per se, we both understood that I don't have that much cash. And it was going to be a trade. That was certainly understood. We didn't outline, which coins will I trade and by which time will they be traded. And, all the important details that, 2 professionals would discuss before getting into a deal worth over $5,000. We didn't discuss any of that. It was, we've done many deals in the past. They've all gone flawlessly. We'll get it done. We'll figure it out. That was the deal. So, won't take any coins for trade because his inventory's packed. So, I'm like, I'll pay you cash for the coin, but it's going to take me a while. This was not part of the deal. So I get him $1,000 pretty quick. And he does take 1 coin on trade, which we'll get back to that coin. That coin is the whole essence of this post at the end. So I get him the 1,000 and the coin, which I paid just under $600 for. I told him that's what I paid for it. I sent him the receipt twice, and I told him I can't lose money on it. I'll give it to you at cost. He tells me to send it. So fast forward, we eventually, you know, I'm not paying him very quickly. I'll admit to that. You know, I was a little fucking sour on the whole, your inventory's packed and you're not going to take any trades. You know, at that point I was kind of like, all right, you know, I will pay for it. I've got money coming my way at a certain date. And I said, you know what, when that money comes to me, I'll just pay it all at once. But, you know, he contacted me. He said, you know, I need the money before then. I cannot wait. I can't wait another month and a half. You know, I'm going to set the deadline at a month. I'm not going to give you the 2 extra weeks. It's a hard deadline, 1 month. I need all the cash. Or I'm just going to auction it. So I agreed. I said, you know what? If that's your deadline, fuck it. I'll get you paid by that date. You know, I'm a pretty easygoing person. So, you know what? That date comes, and guess what? I paid the money. I paid the money like I said I would on the day that I agreed to. And he says, well, I'll check and see if you paid the money. I got to check. I was like, listen, I know I paid the money, all right? I know what I owe. I know what I just sent you. I paid the money. So he gets back to me. He says, no, you didn't pay the money. You owe me $180 still because, you know, I'm only giving you $400 on that trade for that coin. I said, I paid just under $6, and I told you that. And I told you I needed a trade at cost. And I sent you the receipt twice. And he said, you know, in our little chat conversation when I told him I needed it at cost, he did say he couldn't pay that. And then I told him, you know, I'll just sell it myself. Like, I can't trade it for a $200 loss, you know. And then he said, just send the coin. And I sent him a second picture of the receipt, and I told him I need it at cost. And, you know, I thought I was left at that. So we get to here, I get paid, and, you know, the deal's done. A nightmare deal that I wish I never got involved in. It's done. I paid for it. By the due date, like I said I would. And then he moves the fucking goalpost back by $180. And I had sent him a $3,000 gold coin. You know, he didn't ask me to. He was on my case about the money, even though it was before the deadline, you know. He wasn't seeing payments, and he was getting worried that I couldn't pay that much money all at once on the due date. So he wanted to see payments as we go. Even though we had an agreed due date, you know, he's fucking busting my balls every week or two. You know, sending me fucking messages. So, out of just wanting to fucking be a good person, you know, out of not wanting him to be stressed out, I sent him a gold coin. A very real gold coin that's worth, you know, at least $3,000. I sent it to him. I said, here, hold this. You know, if you're fucking that hard, you know, if you're that down and out on cash and you got to sell it, fucking sell it. Like, you know, I made this deal. I got myself into this mess. You know, if you got to sell it, sell it. You know, we're not at the fucking deadline yet. I didn't default on the fucking payment. I did everything I said I'd do. And here, I'll go the one step extra and I'll send you this $3,000 gold coin just to show you in goodwill, you know, so you're not stressed out about being out that kind of money. So, you know, eventually he starts telling me that, you know, I'm going to auction the coin and, you know, a couple of my buddies are going to bid on it. And he said, you know, I'm going to bid on it too. I'm going to bid on that coin. And then that was the moment when I was like, you know what? Do not auction the coin. I'm going to pay the money. Like, I mean, I don't know about any of you guys. I mean, I feel like that's kind of fucking bullshit. Like, he's going to fucking put the coin into Heritage and he's going to bid on it? Like, and then I'm going to have to come up, you know, it's going to sell at auction for dog shit probably because the market is at the bottom right now. And then I'm going to have to pay him the cash on top of that for the coin. And it's like I'm just getting fucked from 8 different directions. You know, and I'm the one trying to show goodwill, right? So that's when I just got pissed off. I was like, nope, Don't auction it. The due date isn't here yet. I'm still within our agreed upon timeline. I'll pay you the money by the due date. And so I paid him the money. And then he pulls this bullshit about, you know, I traded that coin for $200 less than what I paid for it. Like, I sent him the receipt twice. I told him I needed to get paid all my costs at cost. Not making any money, just trading at cost. And now the goalpost gets moved back. It's like, dude, I thought you'd be fucking happy that I paid you. It's like, it seems like he's upset that I paid him. I think he wanted me to miss the payment, and he wanted to auction that coin, and he wanted to win it at a discount. That's how I feel. I don't think I'm wrong for that. You know, I've shown good fucking goodwill this whole time. I've done things over and over that I didn't have to do just to prove that, you know, I'm trying to do what's right here. And it just seems like, it's honest to God, it seems like he's pissed off that I paid for it and that he wanted to buy it at a discount. And he might even have had a buyer for it lined up already. Because when I sent him all the money, he was not happy one bit. Like, his whole demeanor switched up. So, you know, don't get involved with people you don't know. Don't make deals where you can't trade something for something right on the spot. And it's a clean deal, done deal. There's no bullshit. You know, there's no fucking hazy fucking deal where nobody really knows what is being, you know, expected out of each party. And then eventually one party just fucking takes over and sets all the rules, and like, you know, it's not a good look for either party. And it's just this whole thing. It's been a learning experience. I'll never do that again. I'm sure he'll never do that again. But just to get to the fucking finish line, you know, it's such a relief off of my fucking shoulders to finally pay for this thing. You know, it's been stressing me out for months. And to finally get it paid for, and it's like, it's not over. Like, this fucking coin is like haunted or something, or whatever it is, you know. This coin's got a curse on it. Like, I don't even know if I want that thing anywhere near me. Like, it never ends with this coin. Like, I fucking paid him, and here we are, you know. And then he's like, "Oh, it's only $180. Like, I don't get why you're acting like this, jeopardizing the whole deal over $180. It's not about the fucking money. We had a fucking deal. I kept my part. I did everything I said I would do. You know, we don't have anything written out in fucking paper, a contract, any of that bullshit. I don't need any of that. I said a word. I stuck to my word. And now he's fucking, you know, moving the goalpost, and it just seems like it's shady bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck about the money. I don't care about the money. I don't appreciate being treated like a fucking asshole when I paid the money. And then I compromise on top of it, and I agree to pay money that I don't even owe, just to compromise. And he still won't send the coins, one of which he has no right to even hold. One of which he, you know, it's not his, never was, like it's mine. And the other one I just paid for. And now there's one that we have a disagreement on, $180 disagreement, that I agreed to make a compromise that I would pay the $180. Don't hold the other two coins hostage over $180 after we just did $12,000 worth of fucking business together. But, you know, that's where we're at here with this deal. You know, the haunted coin, the cursed coin, the curse of the coin. And, you know, hopefully he does the right thing and sends it. And, you know, I'm going to send him the $180 when I can. You know, I got bills and shit to pay. I just came up with like $3,000 in a matter of days to pay for this coin in a week. And, you know, I got rent to pay, and I got other shit I got to pay. Like, he's all fucking major concern over, you know, and I don't even owe the money. That's the biggest part. If I owed the money, it wouldn't be an issue. I'd have paid it. I'm agreeing to pay money that I don't even owe, just because I know how fucking unreasonable he is, and that he's not going to back down. But don't hold shit hostage over $180 like Like, I can't be trusted to pay my bills after I just paid my fucking bills, you know? But that's the story, you know. I'll end it here. I don't know how long we are into this, but it seems like it's been going on forever. But thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.